Yo, what's up guys, it's ApTreX here. Welcome to the official Rpcsx Ps3 Emulator Android gameplay test video, where today we'll be testing out lot of high-end PS3 titles such as the GTA 5, Uncharted, FIFA, Batman, Heavy Rain and even The Last of Us. Now before getting started, actually the official Rpcsx Emulator's Android first release is here now. On its GitHub in releases section, you'll be able to see about 8 hours ago the first ever version of Rpcsx Emulator has been finally launched, and it is the same version that we'll be trying out in today's video. But before getting started, let me show you guys settings that we'll be using, and as you guys can see, even the about section has been added right here. Nonetheless, let me show you guys the best settings that we'll be using in today's video to emulate these PS3 games on my Android device. First of all, let's go to advanced settings. In terms of core, make sure to set the PPU decoder as recompiler. Make sure to set the preferred SPU threads as 2. SPU block size should be set as safe. Once that has been done, go to videos. Make sure to choose the renderer as Vulkan. Resolution should be 720 by 480p. Afterwards, aspect ratio is 16:9. Now they have removed the Vulkan turbo mode option, I guess, so you can't really apply that anymore. Developers have focused mainly on the Android settings, which is actually very useful. Right color buffers and read color buffers will also be enabled to get proper graphical output in games like God of War. Once that has been done, stretch to display area has also been turned on. In terms of other settings, we don't really need to mess anything, but there is an easy step that you can use to get best amount of FPS possible. So in terms of audio, make sure to go here and set the renderer as null. Now what will this do is disable the audio output while running PS3 games inside this emulator, which will in turn provide you with better performance. So I'll be disabling my audio output for the best amount of performance possible. In terms of graphics driver, I'll be using the default system graphics driver, as my Android device does not support any turnip graphics driver, but I do recommend you guys to use the Mesa turnip Adreno drivers if you have a Snapdragon processor Android device. With that being said, let's start with our today's gameplay test. The first game that we'll be trying out immediately is going to be The Last of Us demo version. Now most of the games that I have on my Android device are demo versions because Rpcsx Emulator still does not support all the heavy full titles. It only supports few games that are indeed playable even if they are the full versions, but for the best amount of compatibility possible, for today's video we'll be testing out demo games. So right here is The Last of Us. As you'll be able to see, the demo game has booted, but unfortunately the internet connection has not been enabled, so we won't be able to proceed any further. Nonetheless, let's just go ahead and try out our next game, which is going to be FIFA 11. This is a game which I actually want to play inside this emulator. Here we go, the game has successfully booted. By the way, I have pre-compiled all the shaders and you will be able to see this game is running at 60 FPS. So here we go, EA Sports, it's in the game. Unfortunately, the audio output has been disabled, so we won't be able to hear to that. And oh my god, here we go guys, FIFA 11 has actually booted on my Android device. This is unbelievable. I did not think that it would work, but here we are, because last times when we tried out this same game inside the Rpcsx Android emulator, this game did not work, and this is the original FIFA 11. As you'll be able to see, we are running it on our Android device 60 FPS, which is even more amazing. Now there will be some compiling shaders which will occur, obviously, because I haven't played this game before on my Android device inside this emulator, but you will be able to see everything works properly. Just take a look at this, it's really amazing. Let's just go ahead and press the start button to actually start the match, and there we go, our game has successfully started. As you guys will be able to see, we are running the original FIFA 11 game on our Android device. So yeah, this is definitely an improvement. Rpcsx Emulator is indeed very impressive. I did not think it would work. So let's move on towards our next game, which is going to be Batman Arkham Asylum. And if we get good FPS in this game, it means that you can get good FPS in any PS3 games which you can emulate. So immediately you will be able to see our game has successfully booted. I'll be back once the game actually starts. And here we go guys, our game is about to start. You will be able to see at the top left corner is the amount of FPS which we are getting. So at the bottom you will be able to see it says compiling shaders. So during the first moments of the gameplay, we gotta wait for few seconds, and once all the shaders are compiled, you will be able to see we are playing the original Batman Arkham Asylum on our Android device at almost 30 FPS at the top left corner. And this is the full game, by the way. This is not the demo version, that's why it is pretty amazing to play on our mobile device. And even better, once all the shaders are compiled, you will be able to see the game becomes very smooth, almost console level gameplay experience, and we are able to play all of this on our Android device. So anyways, that was Batman Arkham Asylum. Let's move on towards our next game, which is going to be Grand Theft Auto 5. So here I'll just go ahead and open it. Let's see if GTA 5 works now or not in this brand new version of Rpcsx Android. So here we go guys, GTA 5 has successfully managed to boot on our Android device and it is pretty amazing. Just take a look at this. The intro screen used to lag so much the last time we tried out, and here it's actually surprising that this game is running at 30 FPS at the top left corner. Previously our game used to crash after the cutscene. Let's see if that is still the case, because if games like FIFA 11 have finally started working, which used to crash as well. And there we go guys, our game has successfully started. So here as usual you'll be able to see compiling shaders. That's why one same scene is stuck, and no, GTA 5 still crashes at the same moment where it used to crash inside this emulator. So let's move on towards our next game, which is going to be Uncharted 2 Among the Thieves. Now I won't be testing out God of War in today's video because I have already tested it out in my last Rpcsx Emulator video. If you want to check it out, then you can watch it on the iCard above. Or I can also make a dedicated gameplay test video on it if this video reaches 250 likes. So make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, turn on all notifications. So here we go, it says compiling shaders. I have pressed the start button and let's see if this game works or not. So here we go, Sony Computer Entertainment presents. Oh my god, this game also used to not boot at all inside the Rpcsx Emulator Android when I tried it out last. The Rpcsx Emulator Android, you will be able to see Uncharted is actually about to boot. This is unbelievable guys, just take a look at this Uncharted game about to play. We are about to run this game on our Android device. I know this is just the cutscene. So here I'll just go ahead and press the X button, and oh my god guys, this is unbelievable. But as you can see, Uncharted 2 Among the Thieves, press the start button. Now the FPS is absolutely horrendous, as you'll be able to see. It's almost unplayable, but we'll go to play demo somehow. Well, unfortunately guys, it appears that the game has forced stop because I have been on this screen for a very long time and it's not going away. We were very close. I am happy that Uncharted 2 at least managed to boot. Let's try out our next game, which is going to be Heavy Rain demo version. And here we go, after some waiting, building SPU cache is complete. So let's find out if Heavy Rain works or not. As far as I remember previously, this game used to crash, it did not boot. Heavy Rain is one of my favorite PS3 games out there. I really enjoyed the storyline. And oh my god, here we go guys, I actually restarted the game and somehow it managed to boot. You will be able to see Quantum Dream, one of the best gaming studios out there. Unfortunately, they don't make any games anymore, at least not that I have heard of. But as you'll be able to see, Heavy Rain has successfully started. This is very mind-blowing guys. Never in a million years did I think that these kind of PS3 titles will actually be playable on our Android devices, which shows that the developer of Rpcsx Android port is working really hard. And you'll be able to see all the shaders are being compiled, so I am definitely sure this game will be playable on our Android device. Let's just go ahead and close it and try out our last game, which is going to be Yakuza 3 demo. I know Naruto is there, but I have already tried it out in my last video, so we won't be testing it out in today's video. Let's see if Yakuza 3 works or not. So oh my god, this is unexpected. Even Yakuza 3 managed to boot. What's happening? Like seriously, this is literally unbelievable guys. I did not expect any of these games to work. I thought like just like the Rpcsx Android port and even PS3 Emulator, all of these games will just crash. But no, I have been surprised beyond belief. You guys will be able to see the game has successfully booted and we are getting 30 FPS because these are pre-rendered cutscenes. Yakuza 3, press the start button. So here we go. Let's start a new game on normal difficulty. Why not? And oh my god guys, this is unbelievable. This game actually managed to boot. Just take a look at this. I can't believe that I am emulating such a high graphics PS3 game on my Android device. I am speechless. I am literally speechless. I never thought the day would be here where all of our dreams would come true, but here it is guys. It is actually running. Unfortunately, there is no way to skip this cutscene, so we'll just have to wait for a few minutes until it's over. So there we go guys, our game has successfully started and this is actually the demo version. And let's use the joystick. You guys will be able to see I am emulating the original Yakuza 3 demo game on my Android device, and this is the actual PS3 version. Just take a look at this. Even though we are getting very low FPS, it is actually running. That's the biggest thing which we never expected. All of these PS3 games are finally booting and working inside the Rpcsx Emulator Android, which is seriously mind-blowing. Do let me know in the comment section down below which more games should I test out in my next videos. I'll see you guys next time though. Thanks for watching. Peace out.